Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Debbie Singleton, and I am Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I come to you live Monday evenings at 7 p.m. I hope everybody had a great day and a great weekend. Here in Arizona, I think our weather is starting to cool off. Today seemed like it was really nice. It was cloudy outside, really windy. I swear we were going to be blown away when we were outside today. And I think it's only in the 90s today, or at least that's what it seemed like when I was outside today, running around and picking up all my grandkids. Super fun. Super enjoy that. So I think it's starting to be fall weather, which is really nice. So with that in mind, this weekend, I wanted to do a fall card because it's going to start to cool off and be fall. So I was looking around in our catalog, our September to December catalog, because I'm just not ready for Christmas. However, Christmas is my very favorite time of year, but I'm just not getting ready to get into Christmas cards yet. So I'm waiting for the fall. I'm here for fall. So in our catalog, we have a couple of leaf fall things, and one of them is this Carrying Leaves. It's just a stamp set, but it's super fun. So I pulled that out and I kind of played with that this weekend and then again today a little bit. So it's a stamp, it's distinctive stamp because, not distinctive, excuse me. It's a two-step stamp. So you stamp with this one and then you stamp with this one. And that gives you the two images. And then it has two sayings. It has some things never change. And then it has one, you're simply the best. And I'm going to use you're simply the best. And then in our new catalog, we have this Forever Plaid embossing folder. Super cool. And I think that'll be really neat to use for Christmas as well. It's super big too. I don't know why they're making some of these super big because our paper is not that big. But anyways, so I pulled that in, and you know me, I love layering. So I decided to layer all my colors together. And then I am back to I used it for my Halloween cards, the Perennial Postage. So I used it again for this card because I think that makes a nice part of the layering as well. So I used that as well. So my base, I decided to use fall colors. So I started off with pecan pie. Oh, thanks for joining, Mom. So I started off with pecan pie. This is a color I love and it is a fall color, but I had a hard time kind of playing with it. So I kind of set down my colors and played with them, and then I'm like, all right, for a base color, I like that. So that's what I started with. And then I added my Pretty Peacock. I'm just in love with Pretty Peacock. And then I added my Cajun Craze, which made that, all those together made that really pretty. Then I added white, which after I added the white, I thought, I probably could have added our really pretty new color to this, which is the beige, and that probably would have been even better. Than it wouldn't have been such a stark white color, and that would have also been really pretty to add to that, but I didn't pull that out. I just pulled my white out. And then this piece here, I've been using that and I had some left over, so I just used this, but it could probably use to be smaller, but I think the smaller one, I did, okay. I think it's too small, so that's why I think. Yeah, so, wait, no, I guess I could have probably used that size. I could have gone smaller. Yeah, that one's the size that it is, and I bet I could have gone with this one, which is smaller, and that would have fit perfect. So I think that would have been better, and it wouldn't have been quite so big, but I just had these already all cut out, so I just used that. just because I had some extras, but I think the smaller one would have looked better. So I think what I'm going to do is I have some of these like little squares cut out, and oh, thank you. Yeah, I love fall colors. You see my nails, they're all fall colors too. So I did all the fall coloring, so I did this. I had these little pieces cut out for something else, so I think that will fit. That might be just a little bit small, but I think that will look better, and I'm not sure. We'll see when I start putting this together. And then this ribbon is super pretty. It is called our Pretty Peacock and Gold, and isn't that just, it's got some gold flakes in it. It's so pretty. So use that as well. So our card base is my normal card base that I like to use, but you can use it up or down. You can cut it so that it's 11 by 4¼ but this one I cut so that it's 5½ by 8½ scored at 4¼ so that's the size that I used, and we can give this a nice little score. And again, you can do that this way, you can do it, we can do whichever way you want to. Looks like I didn't score this quite even, so let's see if we can't kind of fix that just a teensy bit. Sometimes you can just kind of make it your own and fix that. All right, there we go. Then for this is our inside white piece, and that's your typical 4 by 5¼ so that's going to go on the inside. Our first layer, which is our Pretty Peacock, that is 4 by 5¼ Let's set this aside. Then the second layer is 3 3/4 by 5, and that's the layer that I used that pretty Forever Plaid embossing folder on, and that just looks so amazing when that's on. And then this white piece is the layer that I used the Perennial Postage Dies. So this one I did the second to the last. So this one I did this size postage perennial. I did the second to the last postage perennial. All my other ones I did this first one. So I did this second to the last postage perennial. And that's going to make our layers all on there. So we can put we can glue these. My glue is almost out, so I'm going to open a new one. That one is almost dead. I had my granddaughter come over. I had her Wednesday all to myself. I didn't have, sometimes all these glues are almost empty. I need all new glue. I sometimes have another little girl that I pick up, and I didn't have her, and so I had my granddaughter all to myself. It was so much fun, and so I said, hey, do you want to make some Halloween cards for your teachers? And she said, yeah. So we actually made the postage perennial card that we did in card class. She had so much fun making it. She got to color and do all that fun stuff that everybody got to do. So she made 4 of those. And of course, she put her own spin on them. She did her own colors, and it was so much fun. So she used up some of my glues, which is no big deal, but so much fun. I love to watch her make her cards and do those. So it's so much fun. All right, this is the side I want to glue. All right, so we can glue this because I put that on there. Now, because there's so many ridges, you want to make sure that you at least get your corners full with glue on there so that it will stick on there and won't curl on you. All right, so these, I really liked these colors together. So debating if I wanted to put the pecan pie, but I do like the pecan pie, so I'm glad that I put that on there. All right, so we're going to set this aside, and we're going to do some stamping on the white. So I really liked the crushed curry, and I really liked the pecan pie. So I'm going to start with the crushed curry, and you start with the, I don't want that leaf, I want this leaf and this leaf. So when you do the two-step stamping, you start with the leaf that is the fullest, and you stamp that one first. So we're going to do some stamping with that first, and then we're going to do the other one that fills in. And so you just do some random stamping, and I'm not quite in there yet. There we go. And then, and you don't have to stamp all of it on there, because that, you know, makes it what's kind of fun. And on this one, and if you turn your card, it even makes it better. So on this one, I'm going to stamp some other colors as well. I did a lot of the crushed curry, but I'm going to mix it up. Oops, I want to come in while I have the crushed curry. All right, so this stamp, you come in and it's the outline, and it doesn't match up perfectly. It's not supposed to, but you try to match it up just about as much as you can on the sides and the top, and it has the stem. So you'll see here in a second how it does not match, and I have a hard time, but it's not supposed to match perfectly, but you do want to try to get it to match a little bit. Do I have the right one? I'm pretty sure I do, yeah. But it makes me kind of crazy how it doesn't match. I want to try to get the bottom, and then it helps get the sides a little bit. All right. Oops, I'm off a little bit on that. But you'll see it's not all the way matched, but it's not supposed to, and that's supposed to be okay. Makes me kind of a little crazy that it doesn't match, but that's how it's made. So, all right, so then we'll match this one up best we can. And that gives the veins in there. See, I got that one off a little bit more than I wanted. All right, so then I'm going to clean this off and close this one. And I'm going to put some pumpkin pie in this one. No, I'm going to put some Cajun craze in this one. Where's my cleaning? So we want to clean that off. I'm to use my chamois. Get that off. Okay. Now we're going to do Cajun craze. Somebody is trying to get a hold of me. No, nobody important. All right, and let's do another one. Just kind of random. And let's do all right. Let's come in and do our outline. one. Okay. Helps when you can, oh, I put these two too close together. My goodness. Silly me, I should have spaced those colors out. Oh well. Look silly. You know what I was thinking. All right, actually I'm going to put a pumpkin pie in here. I'm actually going to make this one more colorful. I'm going to put pumpkin pie up here in the corner. No, I'm going to put pretty peacock in the corner. I'm going to put a pretty peacock ribbon here. I don't want it to compete, so I'm going to put the pretty peacock up here. And let's put a pretty peacock down here. Okay. And then here's this one. That's going to be the veins. So this one's going to be harder because I don't have all the rest of it. So it's actually going to just be this little corner piece here, like that. And then it'll be up here like, whoops. Like that. Okay. I know it'll be covered up, but I want something right there. So I'm going to do pretty pumpkin pie. So this technique has dimension on the camera. Oh, good. All right, so let's put one right here. My pumpkin pie, I think I need to ink because it is super light and it's not supposed to be this light. But anyways, there, that looks pretty good. Okay. Now I want to put one on the inside, so that's why I kept that out. But I want it to be the crushed curry. I really like the crushed curry up against the pecan pie. So I should have, while I had it out, I should have done that. And then we're ready to assemble. All right. Let's okay. And then our innards. Okay. Darker it is, the easier it is to see where the lines are and to line it up better. Not bad. Okay. So Let's see how this little piece of paper works and stamping the sentiment, if I like it or if I'm going to go back to the bigger sentiments. Might go back. Oh, that fits right on there. So let's see how that looks when we get this all together. Okay. Before I get wipe these all off because I'm likely to get all that in there. All right. So what I did with this one is I popped this up. You know what? I'm still going to pop it up because I still think that that will look really, still think that will look cool. I'm going to put this piece of ribbon on here, so don't forget. And what did I do with my, I need my, there it is. All right. I was in here cleaning, believe it or not, but and I was making a mess again. That's what you do, huh? You make a mess, then you clean it up, and then you make a mess, and you clean it up. So, all right, another glue dot. All right, so I just have them tonight. There they are. Okay. I'm thinking this time I'm going to pop up the sentiment as well. I didn't pop up the sentiment before, and I think that was the problem. I actually glued the sentiment. So that's how I want my leaves to go. All right. So I think I'm going to pop up the sentiment as well. So that is kind of tiny. So do I want my sentiment to go like that and put a bow on there? Do I want a bow? Or do I want to put this back on there? I think that might be kind of small because it kind of loses it, but then that's kind of big. So let's see if we tie a bow, if that works. Tie a bow. And we can put a bow and then we can put that. And there's our tiny little sentiment. pop that sentiment up as well. I'm also going to put a glue dot underneath there to hold that in place. That holds that. And then I'm going to pop up our sentiment. I think this little square could be a little bit bigger, but smaller than this one. So it needs to be on the in-between side. But I'm going to leave it for now. And I'm going to put it up here. And then we're going to glue this on the inside. And I do have some jewels that I'm going to put on, of course. Ah, you moved on me. I normally hold it down, and I did not. Let's see what happened. It moved. We're good. All right. So I'm going to put some of these. They're cute. Oh, there they go. I'm going to put sparkle gems on these. I haven't used these. No, I think I'll put these. All right, these are earth tone shimmers, and they are in the catalog. Fine, here just not. I just cannot. One there. They're in the September to December catalog. Go ahead and put one on here. And put there. So there's our card. Do you like it? Yeah, that could be just a teeny bit bigger, but I think that's okay. Okay, good. So you like where I placed the sentiment because of how it is. Good. And then in the inside, so I really like that color. It matches with that. But I did it just a little bit different than I did my sample. And I do like that smaller. So it could be in between that, I think, and that would be good. But a little bit different take. So, you know, but I do love these colors. I just really enjoy these colors. So, yeah, you can stamp them in as many times as you want, make it a really cool card. So, yeah, I'm enjoying these colors. Glad you joined. Thank you so much. If I could be of assistance or you need anything, please feel free to get a hold of me and let me know. And I will see you next Monday. And that, yeah, because we're leaving Tuesday. So yeah, I'll probably do a live Monday, I think, unless I get too crazy busy before we head out of town early Tuesday morning. And then we'll be back Sunday. So I probably that next Monday won't be doing a live because we won't be back till Sunday night really late. So that following Monday I won't do a live, but I will catch up with you guys this week. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your evening. Bye-bye.